Hey, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Hoping you all are recovering from AHR if you were there this week. If not, hoping you have a great Thursday ahead of you. So again, we've got James Montgomery with us. He is our lead of support, and today he's going to be your lead on warranty. So we're going to dive right into warranty. We're going to move pretty quickly through it. We're going to start condensing these and make these a little bit shorter webinars for you guys so you can get back to work on Thursday. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. James and myself will be able to get you looped in. We'll be able to get you some answers and go from there. If you have any questions afterwards, anything moving on, we're going to have a Q&A section, and you can reach out to us through marketing@qpac.com. Normally I have it posted on the screen, but we've moved to a new hosting platform. So right now we don't have it up. So I will put that in the chat. Again, if you have any questions, please let us know. And with that, I'm going to turn everything over to James, and we're going to get you guys started on warranty.
Good afternoon. Maybe it's morning for some people if you're watching on the West Coast. I see a comment there from Evan Nutt. Yeah, it was good seeing you guys there in Chicago. I think I did halfway decent last time with this, so they invited me back. Like I said, I've got a face for radio, so we'll see how this goes. As Eddie was saying, we put together just some quick slides to talk about our warranty. And without further ado, I'm going to roll right into it. So if you guys notice behind me, I've got our Q-PAC factory in Elkton, Florida, which is next to St. Augustine. Right behind me, you can see all your fans and inner workings of the systems. What we're doing here. All right, so all right, idiot. There it goes. All right, so yeah, there you go. All right, so our meeting agenda today, as Eddie mentioned, is warranty, and I kind of theme this making warranty simple. And so, the rule applies for KISS, right? Keeping it simple. So our first topic is just making our warranty simple and how we're doing that. I'll show you how to get started with putting in some warranty requests, where you can go. We'll talk about where you can find some documents that you may need or some guides and materials. And then at the end, we'll talk about returning warranty items and how we believe we've made that just as simple as possible. Revolutionary even. Here we go. All right, so making warranty simple. So there's multiple ways that you can submit warranty tickets, warranty requests. The good old fashioned picking up the phone. That's always there. My team is available and on call to take those questions that you have, either from pre-sale, post-sale, and your technicians when they're out in the field. If something's failed and they're dealing with it, fine. Contact us. If you're dealing with it, there's that phone number. Also, what I've got is I've got a couple of pictures. On the left there is our website, and so if you go to our website, there's a tab that it says Resource Center, and the drop down you've got Support, and you click on that, you'll be able to literally drive right to my warranty and support portal. The other option would be to email us directly at support@q-pac.com. And again, the phone number is listed there. So on the left, that's our website. On the right, this is what I have set up for our support documents. This is a place where you can put in a request to have a technician either call you to work on your warranty, to begin the process. I've got some quick links there you can click on. You can click on Q-PAC warranty procedure, how to identify your units, and we'll move on to that. As you type in that space, you'll start to get um, suggestions based on keywords. So if you're going over something that we've already created an article for, or we've already helped someone else with, you'll see something similar pop up. If you're typing in, how do I get a schematic, or how do I return my fan? You'll get some kind of response there that you can click on and you can read through. And then obviously you can contact us directly. So back to the website, I was talking about the Resource Center, that support drop down. You'll navigate there. You can get things such as downloadable guides, project profiles, and even some blog posts. You'll see some stuff that our marketing team has put together on some of the projects that we've worked on. Nice pictures. If you're in the sales room and you want to share those things, or if you just want to show your customer, hey, you can do this too. It's not just who sold the unit. We want to service our units for warranty from the customer, from the owner, from the building owner. Maybe they've got a certified technician that they're using, Or maybe the sales rep is still involved, or a mechanical contractor. We want to service everybody. You bought the unit and you're entitled to the Q-PAC 5-year warranty. So there's a quick little arrow transition showing how you get to our portal. And kind of already talked about that. Doing some fancy arrows. That's the extent of my PowerPoint skills. So getting started, identifying your unit. That's key. When I talk to my technicians, when I talk to my warranty people and my technical writers, they say the biggest thing that that they would tell someone was, please go find your labels. So Q-PAC has done what I believe is a great job of placing labels in the key locations. So you'll see some pictures there. You'll see locations like our control panel. So you're at the front of our control panel. Let's say you've got a Daikin unit, a Hakon unit, or some other custom air handler unit. If you go to that control panel, if you got a Q-PAC, the minimum information that you need is going to be right there where I've got that arrow pointed. It's going to give us stuff like the date of manufacturing, the serial numbers, the sales order, and the tag. Those are key identifiers that'll help my team support you, whether that be tech support or in this case we're talking about warranty. The other place is, let's say worst case scenario, like Eddie mentioned in the intro or in the post, that Murphy is always present, and so something fails. It happens. Our fans have got a label on them too. So we attach this, and this gives us a good indication of our sales order number, the tag, which you'll see, and which fan it was. So we know exactly how to provide you with a plug and play warranty solution, regardless of what it is. I've also got a picture in the top right corner. It's probably harder to see depending upon what device you're on, but all of those components in that control panel, that's a picture of the control panel door open. We've got little stickers on there so you can see. Some of those are our power meter. It says PM1. Our our PLC's got a label, things like that. So if you can get those, I also took a snapshot from our user's guide. This is the one in the right hand corner. This is the typical label you're going to see on our Quick Connect box, and some of our older systems we're still using this label. This gives my technicians the right amount of information to identify your system so we can provide you with the exact type of support. There's also other ways that you can identify your unit. You're not at the site. You know about this issue. You were told, you were texted, you got a call from your technician. So if you've got your submittal data, if you got your QUIP submittal information, if you've got just the sales order number, I mean, we'll work with you, but those are the key identifiers. If you've got that, you're right as rain. If you don't, then we'll look through the other stuff that you've gotten and try to figure out how we're going to identify this stuff. So documents. So I think one of the important things about warranty is, how do I do it? Where do I get the documents that I need? How do I proceed? What is the procedure? This is my first time. I got an email like that today. The guy said, "Hey, this is my first time doing a warranty with you guys. What have got? What have I got to do?" So I've already talked a little bit about this portal, but when you go to this portal, you're going to find things like, how do I begin the warranty process? Um, what is your warranty? Can I find a copy of your written warranty, your 5-year limited product warranty? It's right here on this side. If you start typing search this space right there, you're going to get responses that you need. And if you don't find the responses that you need, you click where it says submit a support request. Click here, click on that. You'll get this other little pop up, and you've got 3 options there for different types of requests you can put in. If you want just an article to maybe help you find something, or a standard document that you don't see, you can request that. You put in a warranty or a standard support request right there, or if it's a parts only request, hey, this broke, we we know why it broke, and we don't believe this is warranty. You can buy it on parts. And again, if you have that identifying information, you come here and you're going to get everything you need. Um, the beauty of this is you can get your documents, you can ask questions, you can find things that are going to be pertinent to what you need, but you can also create requests all in this same place. And so you can click right there. You don't need to create an account. All you got to do is use your email. Our system will communicate with you via email, and you can get tracking updates, status updates. If we're building your unit, if we're sourcing something, you can communicate directly with our technical staff, and so they'll ask you questions. Hey, where do you want this shipped? What's the best time frame that I can ship this to? Is this a residence? Is this a business? Do you have a loading dock? Things of that nature. A lot of our items, bigger items such as fans, bulkhead components, stuff like that, those are palletized. So we're going to ask, hey, do you have a loading dock? If not, maybe we need to figure out the right place to get these things delivered. Returning materials. And so here's where I think the big whammy is on our how are we making the warranty process simple? How many times, and I'll go into it, how many times have you had to fill out lengthy RMA forms and requests and only to find out that you've still got to arrange your shipping? You don't have to do that. The way we've got this set up is you've already requested to get a replacement on your item. I showed you how you can go onto the website. You can also call, you can also email, get a support request started. My team's going to build you a ticket with all the key identifiers. And as soon as you've done that, then you tell me that this item is ready for it to be picked up. Let's say it's a fan. I've already sent you a replacement fan. You've put that replacement fan in, your technician's done it, someone at the site has done it. Now they've got this other fan and they need to return it. It's the one that we need to verify for warranty purposes. Well, you call me and you tell me it's ready to be picked up. No forms need to be filled out. No lengthy going through a process for approval. You tell us it's ready to be picked up and we'll get the necessary information from you and then we'll email you a BOL and we'll take it from there. We'll schedule the truck. The truck will come there and pick it up. Whoever you send the BOL to is going to hand the BOL off and check the condition, load it up in their vehicle, and then we'll give you tracking all on that same site, letting you know, hey, this has been picked up or it's arrived. We're reviewing it for technical purposes. So I think that's doing away with some of the cumbersome heavy lifting. One of the last things you want to be doing is filling out these forms and, oh, I've got a warranty item sitting in my back room or on a loading dock somewhere wondering, is it going to be picked up? When is it going to be picked up? Are they actually going to help me with this? How do I get this back to Q-PAC? That's what we're doing for you. And that's where I think some of the painless and the beauty is here. So you guys have probably seen this slide before. Q-PAC live support. I'm just going to reiterate it, hit it home. That's that 904 number. You hit option 1, you speak to a live technician. You're going to get accurate same day assistance. Also, we talked about those online documents. You can get troubleshooting guides. I personally create guides to help people troubleshoot. So if you've got a fan that you think is bad, but you're not sure, it didn't run, or your technician told you, hey, I'm not sure how to troubleshoot this thing, you go on there and you can find that I've put you a guide together to show you how to troubleshoot that thing. It's a little different with these EC motors. Or maybe your technician, maybe you've got a mechanical person on the site, but they're not specifically an HVAC technician. Go through some of those guides, tell you what to look for. Our online ticketing systems, you can create, you can track, and you can get live status of your issues. We're going to communicate with you via email. We're going to give you those opportunities to speak to those technicians. And if you need to order parts or you need to have some stuff on standby, it can help you outfit your technicians with common parts. Same and overnight options. So if you're in a jam, you've got this warranty fan, you know it's failed, you know it's still within warranty, you're not sure what happened. If you're in a jam, we can do same day and overnight. Straightforward, 5-year warranty, live support, easy procedure. And I'm kind of recapping here. This is same stuff you've already seen. Without further ado, I think I'd like to go into if anybody's got any questions or anything specific that they'd like to ask me or Eddie regarding this process.
Yeah, like we said earlier, we're going to start making these a lot more condensed just so that you all can get quick hitting information and then get back into your Thursday. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. We're going to hang out here for a couple minutes. You got the down and dirty on warranty, how quick and simple Q-PAC makes it, hoping to continue to iterate and make that as simple for you as possible moving forward. Like I put in the chat, we keep a dedicated warranty and support stock, which is great, so we can get you stuff quickly and easily. As James said, go through the process. We have multiple ways you can get your information to us, multiple avenues to reach out to us. So hoping to make this one of the easiest and most seamless processes that you all go through when on the occasion you do have to use warranty. So like I said, we'll hang out here for a couple minutes, answer any questions that you all have, and look for the the survey that will be coming out to you in an email just a couple minutes after this. Moving forward, we're going to actually start building more content around support and warranty. So if there are any videos you want to see, any other questions that you have, again, we're hoping to continue to build this out so that you can have every question and every topic answered as soon as you have it.
Well, if you guys aren't going to ask a question, maybe Eddie can come up with one. Come up with a question for me, Eddie.
We were posting some questions in the polls, and it looks like we have a lot of people who actually use email, kind of defaulting to that as their main way to submit warranty tickets. For you and your team, is there a way that you prefer or that is easiest for you to kind of get the process rolling?
We typically filter all of the requests, whether they come via phone or email, to our ticketing system. It helps us build our work days and keep track of everything individually. I think one of the downfalls of email is that everything can get dumped into the same thread. And so you may have multiple issues on multiple locations, different job sites, different job names. And so what we'll do is we'll take that information and we'll put it into our web ticketing system. And so we prefer if you went directly to that. Again, I put the links up there. But either way, it's going to go there. And if you prefer not to receive communication about your issues via that system, then we'll keep your name and your email out of it. But the preferred method would be the web system. I'm literally tracking the time the call comes in or the request gets submitted until the time we provide first contact all the way through to the end of it. And so I've got what I believe to be are my promises to you. And my promises to you is I'm going to get back to you same day or a business day or within 8 hours of you putting in a request. And my tracking of that is way lower than 8 hours. Most of our same day and or typical business days is we're getting back to you within 20, 30 minutes, if not within the hour. The other thing is we're trying to get these issues closed under 5 days, under 5 business days. So if you give us some kind of request and we can get it out the next day or within 24 hours, I'm tracking that as a metric too. So what I want to do is I want to provide the best service possible to you in the most timely manner and to get it right the first time. And so having those key identifiers, having that information directly on our ticketing system is the best way to get that done.
So it looks like I'm having some issue on my end with the chat. So I apologize that I've not asked all these questions that are coming through, which is great. So Matt, our CEO, is actually sending them to me. So I do have a few questions for you, James. One of the first ones is, can you please move back to the last slide? There are a few people who want to save it for their files.
Yeah, screenshot that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Perfect. And so, yep, 5-year warranty. That was going to be one of my next poll questions. So happy that that's on there. One of the longest ones you'll see in the industry. Doug Herbert is asking most common warranty problems that turn out not to be a warranty issue. So are you seeing anything that crosses that line for you all?
That's a good question. So Doug, you're asking, what are some things, if I got this right, what are some things that maybe appear to be warranty and they don't turn out to be warranty? If there's mishandling or misapplication of our product, that's something we take pride in making sure that the people who have our products, that install our products, and that own our products understand how to use it. What are all the features and benefits, and then also what are some of its capabilities and limitations? And so there's obviously limitations on our systems, being that they're electrical systems with EC motors. So it does happen that maybe a site has some kind of electrical issue, and that electrical issue causes not only a protection device such as a fuse or a breaker, but maybe it causes damage to a piece of equipment. And so more often than not, when those issues can directly be linked back to an issue with, let's say, incoming voltage or an improper application like that, then those would technically not be covered under warranty. The other types that we would see would maybe like a mishandling, if it was obvious that something was mistreated or maybe exposed to something that it wasn't supposed to. For instance, we've got different types of control panels. We've got an indoor type and an outdoor type. And if you stick an indoor type panel outdoors and it's exposed to extreme or harsh weather conditions, it's possible that when you ask for something related to a failure, such as a sensitive piece of electronics like our touchscreen, if it's exposed to the elements and it's not an outdoor rated panel, then it's possible we're not going to be able to warranty that. I hope that answers your question.
Next one that I see is from the Weichert, John Weichert. Funny enough, I'm actually in his conference room right now. Can you go back to the screen that shows where the links are for self-help to diagnose or fix common issues?
Sure. Yeah, so I've got a couple of those. Let's see. Links to it. Let me see. Where did I post the links? So very similar. If you go to our website, the picture that you see on the left there is what you're going to see if you're web browsing. The mobile is a little bit slimmer, but either way, you've got a drop down there for our system, Resource Center, and companies. So if you go to the Resource Center, you'll see the 4 drop downs there, and you click on the downloadable guides. You'll be able to download our most recent users guide, installations guides, quick start wiring guides, electrical installation guides, things of that nature. And if you don't see your guide there, then you'll click on the support just below it, and you'll be taken to the one on the right. And so here you can search this space, and my team is doing a lot of hard work in the background to make sure that this site has those guides that you need, has those troubleshooting articles and stuff like that. So I've got a fan that I need to troubleshoot. You type in troubleshoot a fan, and you're going to get an article on how to troubleshoot a fan. What are the common things that you should check? Specifically, for the Weichert, so we were able to figure out, yeah, I think something was plugged in backwards on that first time that we dealt with it. He can probably remember that. But yeah, you can go there, you can type in some keywords. I've got an alarm on my panel. What does it mean? I've got some troubleshooting articles that say this alarm, this is what you need to check. This is typical, my unit didn't start, or my unit will only run in hand and not in auto. You type that in there, and you're gonna get access to one of my articles, troubleshooting articles. Hope that answers the question there.
Perfect. Next question from Jason Hibbets. If I buy Q-PAC from an AHU manufacturer outside of the Q-PAC direct channel, do I still get that 5-year warranty?
Yes. So Jason, that's a really good question. Specifically, our warranty, we want this to belong to the owner of the equipment, the person who bought it. Now, this may be bought through various channels. Like you said, if I bought it from an air handling manufacturer, or if I bought it through a sales rep or something along those lines, then yes, you've got access to the 5-year warranty. We will double check the process in which you bought it, but yep, you've got it. You're going to get that 5-year warranty. It's all Q-PAC units.
So then I see, sorry, I'm starting to see the questions roll through now. So hopefully whatever was bothering us is starting to work itself out. Allison Valley asking, I heard the 5-year warranty was going away. Is that true? As of right now, no. We're going to maintain the 5-year warranty. There's a lot of value to it, and we love being able to support everybody, especially as we continue to grow. I can't say for certain that something won't down the line in the future. But as of now, no, absolutely nothing is changing. We're going to maintain that 5-year warranty because we love supporting you all, and you all love when you're being supported. So as of right now, Allison, no, but great question. Thank you for asking. Becky Helton asked, does each unit need to be registered for warranty?
So that's a good question, Becky. That's something that I'm working on, that my team is working on as well. We're looking at adding warranty registration directly on our website, but currently just purchasing it, it's registered as a Q-PAC warranty. So like Jason's question is similar to yours. If I purchased it through various routes, we're going to work with you, understanding that it may have shipped at this time and be installed at this time within reason. But no, you don't have to specifically go on anywhere and register it. At some point, we will roll out a warranty registration system that'll be included likely on our website. And at that point, you'll be able to type in some specific information and provide for registration, but not now. I see Allison Valley asked an additional question. So it's 5 years from the purchase date? No, that's not exactly right. And so we understand that you buy it from us, it ships, and it's likely not turned on or installed. What we do like to collect or like to get from you guys is the startup date. And so once it's started up, that's when the warranty starts.
Yeah, Allison, you had a follow-up question. If that's the case, who's purchased the HU or the end user? So yeah, like you said, we try to take a startup date into account for that. Becky, how happy he was able to answer that question for you. Yeah, absolutely, Allison. So yeah, keep them coming. We love questions. We love everybody being engaged. And like I said, if you have questions and they pop up 30 minutes from now or an hour from now, tomorrow, sometimes we know that happens, that marketing@qpac.com goes directly to me, and I can reach out to James or hopefully provide you some insights. If not, we have all of these resources available, and they're going to continue to grow. So check out our website. Our YouTube is going to start growing, and then we're actually going to start housing videos and documents even more so throughout the year on our actual website and continue to grow. So hopefully questions get answered as soon as you have them. But we'll keep hanging out, keep this Q&A party going. If anybody has anything else that they want to put in the chat. Yeah, and I'll ask another questions while we're just waiting again. What are some of the more common things you see reported, James, in terms of warranty? Just things that people need to be on the lookout for. Anything like that?
Good question. Yeah. So common things we see. Components within our control panel. There's a lot of them. Components, that is, and without fail, Murphy is always present. So if it can happen, it will happen. And so those things are exposed to different types of environments, whether they be indoor, outdoor, and things can fail. Fuses can blow. Components can fail. So you name it. Everything from fans, which is rare, and individual components such as fuses and contactors. You name it. There's a few working components inside there, and so that's what we're typically seeing. We're typically seeing individual components coming across our desk that have either been running for a while, and we woke up one day and for whatever reason, it didn't work, or a malfunction such as an alarm, and we'll troubleshoot down to the component and get that replaced under the warranty.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, we keep a dedicated stock. So on the rare occasion that something like this does happen, we can get things out to you incredibly quickly, and we really pride ourselves on that. We want to keep you moving and flowing and pushing good air. Matt is asking, what is the warranty on a fan that ships under warranty?
That's a really good question, Matt. So your system, we offer the 5-year warranty that we've been speaking about. And if you have to replace a fan, per Matt's question, if you replace a fan, then we offer a 1-year warranty on that fan after it's started up. So 5-year for the system, and then additional parts thereafter receive a 1-year warranty.
Yeah, great question, Matt.
And like Eddie was saying, we keep dedicated stock here. We keep several $1 million worth of fans and components here. We're building our own panels, UL 508A panel shop. So everything that you see in there, down to each wired connection, each landed terminal, at each piece, we're keeping right here in stock. And we've got stock spares here so we can get you parts. And a lot of times, if you can get that in before the post runs, then we can get those packaged up and in the mail same day. Especially if it doesn't require any additional programming, our software added to it. If it's just pulling a part off the shelf and putting it in a box, maybe a return label if we're getting something back, we can get that. As long as it's before the post runs, we'll get it going.
Yeah, and last question for me on my side is I know our support team runs 24/7, 365 in its own way. How quickly, or what's kind of the time frame you get back to some of these support requests or warranty requests that are placed in?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I kind of hit on that just before. So what I'm doing is we're funneling all of these requests into our ticket tracking system, and then I'm tracking a metric, which is how fast I get back to you. So that would be first contact after you've put in that request, whether that be phone call, um, email, or directly as a ticket. And so I say I'm getting back to you, or what I vowed to get back to you is same business day or within 8 hours, right? So when I look at that metric currently, we're operating well under 8 hours. We're operating under an hour currently, and that's we strive to be there. If it does start to raise, we tune that up quite a bit. We'll bring more people on. We try to bring the best technicians we can, the best people to have on the phones, people with good, bedside phone service, as it were. But within the same business day or within 8 hours.
Cool. I see another question from Doug Herbert. Recommended spare parts for a typical fan array?
Yeah, so that's a good one, Doug. I'd like to get with you personally on this. I could give you a list. Um, but as far as electrical components go, one of the beauties of the Q-PAC system and the FS1 system is you can keep spare fans, and they can plug and play. So as long as you know the model that you're going to be using in said system, then you can keep a spare fan. If we've shown in our unPACs and our impact and now at our shed aquarium event that you can build a whole system. Well, at least they can in 28 minutes, I think it was. But we can replace a fan in just under a few minutes. And so having a spare fan is a really good way to go. Maybe even an extra spare fan. I like to say that you should keep fuses. You never know during installation if something's going to happen. The fuse is going to protect the remainder of the devices. I mean, that's its purpose. So keep some spare fuses. Things like contactors or spare relays, such as we use in our panels. Those are good things. And Doug, I would love to put together a list of recommended spare parts for you based on the size of your unit. And my team's willing and capable of doing that at any time. You just have to let us know what unit you're wanting the spare parts for, and we can put together a list.
So we just crossed that 30-minute mark. Again, we'll sit for about 1 more minute. If anybody has any lingering questions, be on the lookout for the survey that's going to come right after we're finished. And you'll be able to ask questions there, as well as recommend any other topics you'd like to hear about moving forward. And keep a lookout. Keep checking our website. Keep checking our YouTube. We're going to continue to put more information out there for you all so that you always feel support and love from your favorite Q-PAC team.
Yeah, if you've got them, if you got questions, yeah, go ahead. I mean, we typically run a few minutes longer, so Eddie Grace of his heart is letting us do this a little bit longer. So yeah, let's do it if you got them. You got to ask them, even if they're coming internally. I know we have some of our team watching this. If you've got something that that's been asked to you, um, let's share it, because chances are either somebody's, I don't want to say afraid to ask, but maybe they think, oh, I don't want to ask this. There we go. If
That's
you're a
from
mechanic, okay.
that's from Kurt, our director of marketing and one of the early engineers in Q-PAC, and he's saying if your contractor bills you for more than 2 minutes to swap out a fan, you definitely need to question it. So we actually have our Impact event, our Impact Summit that we do in the fall, and we had teams down here last year from everything from mechanical contractors to reps to customers trying their hand at swapping out a fan, and I think the winning team did it in something like 50 seconds or a minute and 10 seconds. And the unwinningest team, I don't want to call them the slowest because they were still fast, did it in like 2.5 minutes. So if you've got a bunch of people in dress shoes and khakis swapping out fans in 2.5 minutes, you should definitely not get billed for anything past a couple of minutes.
Yeah, and so to speak to what Eddie's saying is, like he says, what they were wearing, those weren't your typical mechanical contractors. Not saying that they don't have mechanical inclination, but they were in dress shoes and khakis. These were sales guys jumping in there and replacing fans. There was even a comment when we built the system, the full system. Someone said, kind of under their breath, I said, I'd like to see you do it in the dark, because sometimes it's dark inside the unit. Well, at the shed aquarium, our team built that unit very low light in 28 minutes. So it can be done. I recommend you get some brighter lights in that unit if you can, some portable ones, but it can be done a lot faster. So you shouldn't be getting billed for a full day or 2 hours of work just to swap out a fan when it takes less than 2 minutes. Takes longer to get there and get the tools than it does to put the fan in and out. So
right, we've got some videos to show you how it is on our YouTube, how quickly you can swap out things like a fan. And next week, I'll actually have a video up of the install in question that was done in the dark of an aquarium, and show you how quickly these guys were able to put it up. The Daves are both there and able to get it up, like James said, in about half an hour, and it was pretty impressive. Yeah, well, again, we'll keep hanging out. Any questions, any comments? Don't keep me too long. I do have Broadway tickets tonight, so I'm going to dress up, do my hair, and then go out on the town. But we're here hanging out. If you have any other questions,
do your hair. You're gonna you have hair? Okay.
Just a little bit left. Just a
do
little.
Both
bit.
of them. You're gonna do his hairs.
You never know. Might get scouted for the next Broadway show, and
yeah. Don't let them see this. They're gonna love it. They're gonna take you.
There you go.
This guy, man, he's putting out this Q-PAC content. They're on fire. The beluga whales are on fire.
So this entire talk, speaking of beluga whales, this entire talk is going to be put on YouTube in the next couple hours as well. So it will be there in case somebody from your team wasn't able to make it. In case you want to go back, run any of the questions over, look at some of the information that we had on there, we'll put that on there with timestamps. So you'll be able to just scroll along the bottom and you'll see the different chapters. So you can access it pretty quickly and easily based on whatever the topic of the moment was. Well, you all, we will cut it there. We're right just over a half hour. Like we said, keep it easy and condensed. Look out for that survey, and we look forward to seeing you again at our next one. Thanks for being here again, James. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, everybody. Thanks, Eddie. Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend.